All right, guys, here is an actual authentic video, pretty much unscripted. You're getting Dr. Van raw and ready to lay down some truth. Welcome to Disability Clinic, the YouTube channel that no one is watching. I am Dr. Stephanie Van. I am a Vietnamese female with long black hair, wearing a dark blazer and sort of a grayish blue top, gray stone earrings. And I'm standing in front of a bookshelf that has a lot of cool stuff on it. There is a black "The Future is Accessible" t-shirt. There is a cool neon sign that's like a light up skull. There is a hand-painted mummy figurine painted by Alex Laurent himself. He was the art director on The Mummy from 1998. There's like a little plastic Halloween skeleton. There's a little toy lightsaber from Star Wars. I wanted to make a video about why no one watches my YouTube channel. What the hell even is this YouTube channel? Why the hell did you even click this? I ask myself the same question. Why did I even make this YouTube channel? I'm an interventional pain management specialist. To prove it, I have all of my medical school notes and textbooks. I passed a lot of tests to get here. I paid a lot of money in tuition and fees to get here. I have a full-time job as a pain doctor. So if someone's hurting, if someone's dealing with new disability, I do what I can to help them out. So why use all of my free spare time to make a YouTube channel? It doesn't make sense. I use my free time to talk at a camera to my wonderful subscribers and anyone who might stumble upon this channel, because this is really important to me. Every day at my job, every single day, I will hear from at least one person in a shocked tone that I actually listened to them. In a healthcare setting, who'd have thought that I actually examined them? Isn't that what's supposed to happen in a doctor's office? Apparently, it doesn't happen as often as it's supposed to. This was new to me as a fresh new trainee. You know, I graduated residency in 2019. I graduated pain fellowship in 2020. And here I am as a full-grown doctor, still learning so much about healthcare, about medicine, and about the people we're supposed to be taking care of. Here's one reason why this channel is not super popular. Disability, anti-ableism. These are not super sexy words. As inclusive and accepting and diverse as our culture thinks it is, people don't give a shit about disability. When I mention disability to some colleagues, they think I'm talking about workers' comp or people who are lazy and trying to scam the system and not have to work. It's kind of infuriating that a lot of people in healthcare don't give a shit about disability, about patients' identities, identifiers. They don't give a shit about etiquette, respect, patients feeling listened to. And I get it. It's not a popular opinion amongst colleagues and healthcare trainees to be in medicine and say, hey, we suck. Or we're not very good compared to how good we think we are. But someone has to say it. And I feel like that's a huge other reason why this channel isn't super popular. I'm friends with doctors, nurses, therapists, psychologists. I'm connected on social media. I've got a few friends. But when I post about videos, when I post interviews with people with disabilities, when I post breakdowns of movies and TV shows that represent disability, when I talk about disability with colleagues, when I pitch my YouTube channel after an academic lecture that I give, the subscriber count does not budge. Why don't healthcare providers give a shit about this stuff? Why don't people in general give a shit about this stuff? Because disability is not sexy. We're gonna make it sexy. We're gonna show you that disability is very sexy. It's literally a matter of time. It's part of the human condition, and it affects all of us, whether we like it or not. Another reason why no one watches my YouTube channel is that the stories of people with disabilities have been historically ignored, dismissed, shunned, looked down upon as tragedies, or, on the other aspect, objectified as inspiration porn. Wow, so positive. Someone lost their leg and still swims or runs marathons or left their home. Oh my God, blows my mind. I have no excuse. That kind of bullshit is just as harmful as negative stereotypes, because when you're making general assumptions about a group of people that maybe you're not as familiar with and maybe they're very different from you, you're objectifying them, you're dehumanizing them, and that is a huge problem. And I've had enough of it. Sorry, me speaking unscripted is kind of scary, but I'm going out on a limb here because only a handful of people are going to see this anyway, right? Right? Why else does no one else watch my YouTube channel? I don't have a crew. Well, that's not true. I have a team of kind-hearted, beautiful, wonderful people who, in all of their spare time, like me, donate effort and energy and time with no hope of reward, just because they care about this. And I love them for it. My producer, my social media content manager, my editing team, my guest interviewees, all of these folks are disabled and or allied with the disability justice, disability advocacy community. And their voices are not heard. Their stories are not told because no one cares until now. I don't have a team of people spending a week on every thumbnail that I want to create. I create my own thumbnails in Keynote with actual screenshots from the video, so you know what you're going to see. Yeah, I make sure the font has high contrast and readable. I make sure the images are relevant to what we're talking about in the video, but clickbait is beneath me. Sensationalism, super high drama, and apology videos, that shit is beneath me. The internet is just a little bit younger than I am. It's been a growing, evolving brain. It is literally the technological amalgamation of the majority of human consciousness, information sharing, culture. But once you hit your 30s, things start to go downhill. The nice thing about the internet is that it's becoming more and more transparent. You can't hide shit anymore. You can't get away with stuff. You have to be accountable to that tweet from 10 years ago that made you sound like a fool. No one watches my YouTube channel because it's really hard and uncomfortable to face the things that we are actively doing wrong, that are harming people, that are making people feel mistreated. It's not comfortable to confront that, but you gotta do the work somehow. If you're not ready to face your inherent biases, if you're not ready to keep an open mind and learn about people who are very different from you and realize that you have more in common than you realize, you're not ready, and that's okay. And most people aren't, which is why most people aren't watching this channel. YouTube channels are not the sexiest scientific research or educational pursuit, but this channel is all about accessibility. It's not exclusive. It's not hard to access. There's no fee, there's no line. If you can't see, we'll describe what's happening on the screen. If you can't hear, we'll put what's being said and what sounds are happening in the caption. I'm even learning how to sign. My name is Dr. Van, and no one watches my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna keep making content, and I don't care if you're not watching. Someday, even if it's a long time from now, this type of content is really gonna catch on. It's accessible, anyone can watch it, listen to it. You will be affected by disability. You will need healthcare. And if you're lucky, you'll get a doctor like me. I feel like I've given you plenty of reasons why no one watches my channel. But if you are watching my channel, that means you're unique. You're special. It means you care, and caring is rare. In all of my experience with probably the thousands of patients I've seen already in my short career, caring is rare. Listening is rare. God, and it kind of breaks my heart and makes me tear up a little bit. How many times people share traumatic experiences with me. Not just from life, not just from loss. All of that is normal. We all experience that. But from the people who are supposed to be helping them, from healthcare providers. That's why, even though no one watches my channel, I still do this as often as I can. Welcome to Disability Clinic, where we don't care if you're watching or listening, as long as you are learning. Consider subscribing. Consider liking this video if you actually got to the end of it. I'm proud of you. Consider supporting our team by sharing a post or watching another video or leaving a comment down below and letting me know what representation of disability first caught your attention. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and learning. There are a bunch of books on the shelf here. To my left are a bunch of rainbow-colored binders from medical school and some textbooks. There's Great Anatomy, my PM&R textbook, organic chemistry, neuroscience, human anatomy coloring books. On top of that shelf are a red ukulele and a red Guitar Hero guitar, because I'm so cool. On this shelf, on this other side, are a bunch of preteen books from my younger days. I got some nice selections of Shakespeare. And below that, I have a bunch of VHS tapes from my wee childhood years. Mostly Disney, but there's a couple of Indiana Jones runs in there.
Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.